Greetings, guys, and welcome back to Diamond Dreams. It is your lady, Ms.Z, or ṣunfúnmiláyọ, the lady of the crow, priestess Nekbet. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe and comment down below if this video resonates with you. This is going to be the collective New Year reading for 2022. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Greetings, welcome back. This is going to be the New Year 2022 reading. This in parts is going to be focused on the omens that are coming for this new year. So we're going to be talking about mainly the messages that were brought forth, and I do have some notes that I'm going to be going through quickly, and then we're going to get into the reading part, and I won't be outside for that. So the mother indicates that there is no balance in the world. And if any of you know about the condor and the eagle prophecy, it speaks about the masculine and the feminine, going back into a balance that has been off balance for a long time. Okay. This is why, basically we're going to be moving into the year of Isis. And Isis has been said to basically steal the power back from Ra, or steal the power of Ra, but it's really stealing back the power. It's really reclaiming the power. So we're going to be in that energy this year. A lot of women are going to be waking up, becoming priestesses. There's also going to be men too who are going to be waking up as well. I'm not leaving them out because we all have masculine and feminine energy, but this is going to be a shift to where we are reclaiming our power completely. And it's not going to be something that we're going to be looking for someone else to give to us. And that has been the case for a long time. Okay. There's also, this is not a good year for greed. Okay. This is not a good year for greed because the mother is going to be putting a lot of discipline into place. And, she told me, she said that, offerings will not be accepted for those who go back and forth with the feather, and that has a really deep meaning for me. But essentially, if you come to the mother with small issues, things that, you can take care of yourself. Let me give you an example. So basically, if you want to spell somebody, if you want to do something petty to get back at another person, and you give an offering to a deity or something like that, especially any deity that is associated with the mother, it won't be accepted. That's basically what she indicated to me. So this year is all about elevating. Yeah. So anybody who is being greedy, taking advantage, scamming, this will not be a good year for you. I know I'm not speaking to scammers on my channel, but this is just a message to that energy. Particularly, it's not going to be a good year for that type of thing. Like everything will start to, flip in your surroundings. There will be no taking advantage of the feminine energy, the divine feminine, in any way, shape, or form. There will be no lowering of other people's power. We get into these spiritual dogmas and things like that, and we look for approval, and sometimes we're even held back from our power. This is why I said the goddess is waking up, the priestess is waking up. But like I said, also the priest. It's not just the priestess, but mainly there's a lot of priestesses who have not waken up yet. So there's going to be a lot of that honing in on your power. Okay. So another message is that nature knows who you are. Nature knows who you are. So you don't... How can I break this message down? Nature knows who you are. Just like an eagle, I put that in my story on Instagram. Just like an eagle, it's instinctual for it to be an eagle. No matter what you choose to call it. This is another reason or example of honing in on your power. Okay, this is why I see a lot of spiritual communities falling through. Okay, the only ones that will probably remain are going to be the ones that they are trying to push you to be your greatest version, and they're not holding you back. Okay, that's a really important message, because if an eagle is raised by a human and it's told that it is a cat, it's still going to be fighting the urge of that natural instinct to be an eagle. So this is what I mean by, us not being held back anymore. And again, not being in these spiritual dogmas or these spiritual institutions. There's going to be a battle between the new and the old spirituality, okay? But if you go down the middle, you will be good. Meaning, if you take some of the old and the new and you mix it together, you will be, great. But anybody who's trying to just do it the old way, it's not going to work out. And anybody who's trying to do it just the new way, it's probably not going to work out either. And this is the reason, because elders, they still have a place. They will always have a place in this world. They have experienced things. They can tell you the stories. They remember the stories, right? They remember the road. The youth, we have to find our own path, right? We have to do things our way. But it's not that we can't take wisdom from those who've already experienced it. It is the elder who knows the poison. So it's like, you still need that wisdom. But it doesn't mean that we are living, 10,000 years ago and we have to keep doing things the same way. So there's going to be a lot of shifting when it comes to balancing out that new and that old energy. And it's very important. The mother doesn't care how you do something as long as you get it done, right? So it's like you don't have to continue to do things a traditional way. You can take tradition and you're going to mix it with the new, and then you're going to meet yourself, okay? You're not meant to be your exact ancestor. You're not meant to be your exact grandmother from way back when. You could never be her. You're not meant to be the grandfather from way back when. You could never be him. You can only be you. But you will find that when you take their wisdom and mix it in your own recipe, you will find yourself, okay? Let's see. Okay, so speaking of, and I know I keep going back to this when it comes to priestesses, but that is a big message, okay? There are going to be a lot of women in power this year, okay? A lot of women in power. I don't want to say women leading cults, but it could even be that too, having covens and things like that. You will have your own place to be leading other women. This will be very important. The crows are speaking now on that. Yeah, it will be very important for you to lead women out of being under this dominating energy, because we've experienced that a lot, even in subliminal ways. So again, this is very empowering for the female, or the divine feminine energy, should I say. This year, especially with the train coming, that's a confirmation that there is no more need for procrastination in your life. You must answer the call if you do have a calling. All right. And the crazy thing is, a lot of the priestesses and the priests are actually asleep. When I say that, it means that, you could be doing anything at this point. You could be working a 9 to 5. You could be doing spiritual work, but you're still hiding behind who you truly are. You're still in the background. A lot of us are going to be coming forth to do the work that needs to be done. Okay. So I'm going to, I think that's all the notes that I have for right now. I'm going to do a little bit of a channeling really quick because they're here right now. And then I'm going to wrap the omens up. Oh, and let me say, this is a random omen, but this is going to be a year for making sure that you're cooking your own food. That's very important. I don't know what's going to happen when it comes to fast food restaurants and things like that, but you want to be very careful this year with food. And I hate to say this, but a lot of dominating authoritative figures this year, those who are not doing right, will have issues with traveling. Like, I don't even want to go there because I don't want to wish anything on anybody, but I will say that, people who haven't been doing right, in this world. They need to be very careful how they move this year, because the mother is not going to have it. So it's going to be a lot of situations where you see people getting in accidents randomly, and you may not have talked to this person in a long time, so you don't know why all this bad luck is hitting them. But when you look a little bit deeper, you will find that, okay, this person is being an asshole at work, using their power in the wrong way. This is the main theme this year. Do not use your power in the wrong way. Okay. And another thing is, we will not be paying for power. Okay. This has been a thing that's been going on too. It's been a lot of paying thousands and thousands of dollars for titles and certain levels of power, but you can't obtain power by paying for it. Okay, it's either with you or it isn't with you, right? So just like I said with the eagle, the eagle could pay to be a cat, but it's never going to be that. So it's like, nature knows who you are. And I say this with, every being in my heart, just like nature who knows who I am. The crows know who I am. They come every day, right? They go wherever I go. They've been with me since I was a teenager. So it's like, they know who I am. I don't have to tell them, I'm priestess such and such. I don't have to tell them my name. They just know, right? So that is going to show this year. That's going to show this year based off of who actually has certain things going on with them and who really doesn't. Okay. But yes, let me channel for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to see if there's any other messages they want to give. All right, so this is not the last message in any sense, but this is just the quick messages that I got, just from channeling. Again, the train comes back. It's like, don't miss your train. Don't miss this opportunity. They give a message of not giving up on anything that you do, whether it's spiritual or non-spiritual. Do not give up this year. Be very consistent. There's going to be a need for, I think it's celibacy or fasting from certain things. Make sure that you are keeping your energy away from things that you don't need. Fasting can come in many forms, but the main thing is you are separating yourself from things that put you on a lower vibration. So don't be surprised if you need to fast from certain people. You might even need to fast, like for me, from shopping, doing things that put you back in these same cycles. Sometimes we have to fast to see things for what they really are. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from things to see the bigger picture, and that's the importance this year. Don't be surprised if you're called to do that, and make sure that you're following your intuition when it comes to that. I think there was another message, but I'm not sure. I think I lost track. The only other thing I get is that there's going to be a lot of things that they do this every year. They try to shock us with new information or with something new that we're going to have to deal with. Don't be surprised about that either. We continue to deal with this type of stuff, and it's not going to stop in this new year. But I'm saying that it shouldn't be a distraction for you. I believe that's it for the omens right now, and we're going to go on to get the messages that we need.